Define disposable. What is often thrown away without second thought. When he said he would enter the school in 10 days, I wonder if the kids knew what disposable meant. This country has more guns than people, which means more bullets than bodies, which means more bloodshed than could fit into our red stripes. Define disposable. What is often deemed insignificant. Cows don't know the slaughter is coming, and neither did 19 children and 2 teachers, and neither will we before it's our turn. But enough talking, Mama. It's time to go to school now. So, bye. And here's a picture of me just in case.
Guns are the leading cause of death amongst American children and teens. 1 out of 10 gun deaths are age 19 or younger. You, as the youth of the country, have to pledge today to stay engaged. It is important for you to stay consistent in your advocacy and organize your communities.
No more silence! No gun violence! No more silence! No gun violence! No more silence! No gun violence! No more silence!
End gun violence!
No more silence!
End gun violence!
No more silence!
Safety has to be about more than just legislation. It definitely has to be about more than hopes and prayers. It has to be about shifting culture. It has to be about changing this thinking and mentality that the only way you can express emotion is through violence. This country was founded on it. This country was founded on power and control by violence, resources by violence, religion by violence, control of your bodies by violence. It's up to us to shift that culture.
We have over 300 protests across 50 states happening today. That is power. That is power.
I lost a friend of gun violence. I lost multiple. And to hear that stuff has not been changed and yet the same thing has happened to me, and they could go into another state and buy a gun. And no questions asked. They could go to Texas. They could go to New York. They could go to anywhere. And yet, no questions asked. That's how society is being. And the fact that that's how it is, what's going to happen in the future?
We want action! We want action! We want action!
The access to guns is criminal. We're going to continue to work and commit on the Board of Supervisors to do everything we can to prevent guns from getting in the hands of folks who are irresponsible. But we have to fight at the state level. We have to fight at the federal level because that's where we're missing the mark.
It's upsetting that we have to be here again, time and time, shooting after shooting, decade after decade. Everyone has the right to feel safe in their schools, their place of worship, the grocery store, without being shot. Because politicians like Mitch McConnell prioritize donations from the NRA over human lives. And that has got to change.
We know that gun violence has lasting trauma for years and generations. Not only the individuals directly affected, but families, neighbors, classmates, and communities. As a mom of 2 children and leading a school district of 49,000 students, every day I think, how am I going to keep our students and our children safe? And I take the responsibility of keeping them safe, healthy, and thriving to heart. We know it's preventable. We don't have to continue this way. And there are clear solutions. And some of those include background checks and permits to purchase guns. The same type of regulations that we have in order to get a driver's license should be applied when we purchase and responsible gun ownership.
But I hear something. It's the sound of disposable items reclaiming their worth. Water bottles refilling, wrappers unwrinkling, or a generation of young people speaking up. Are we loud enough? Define disposable. Not us. No, we're more than that. We are the imaginers, truth seekers, and dream makers.